Hi guys, very good morning to all of you. Welcome to the video number 537. My name is Ajay Parmar, and in this video today we are going to see that how you can export the email body content in the Excel cells. Okay, and of course we are going to talk about, we are going to make this code in the Excel using the Excel VBA, and you're watching youtube.com/c/Ajay Kumar Parmar. So guys, before I go further, I just quickly want to tell you that this is how you can actually go and learn the different things, different subjects on this channel. So we have got Excel videos over here, we have got the Excel VBA, we have got the Excel front end, Access VBA, Outlook VBA, and web designing, right? So you can see that on the web designing we just have two tutorials, but on the rest of the section, if you want to learn it from the very beginning and if you want to go in the systematic way, why don't you just go ahead and pause the video and just note it down. The sequence, this is for you because I received a lot of requests from you that how to begin with the Excel training, how to begin with the Excel VBA, how to, if you want to learn Access, then how to start the Access. So these are all the playlist sequence which you should watch. Now in this video today, what I'm gonna read out this question first of all for you. Benedict actually 20 hours back he given this the comment. He was I think he watched my one of the videos, and he said that hi Ajay, first of all thanks for all your wonderful videos, thank you so much for commenting, Benedict. And I have one question: how do I export the text, the body of the email, and post it into the different cells? Thank you so much for your help. Okay, so this is very easy. I'm gonna show you because I received this question. I remember last month also somebody wrote me. Unfortunately I just didn't get the time that day. So guys, this is in front of you. I have got all the emails in my inbox. Okay, and you can see here I have created some dummy emails, and this is the content we have in the body of the Outlook. Okay, so this is what we want to export, and then you have the content over here also, and this is something which is another content, right? So basically we want to make a program which can go in all these emails one by one and can export the data in the Excel. Now the question comes is that, are we targeting only the inbox? Well, no, you can target anything. I'll let you know about it, though I have uploaded many videos on the Outlook series. So well, if you are just recently a part of this channel, then first of all, a warm greetings to all of you, a very warm welcome to all of you, and thank you so much for trusting in my work, and thank you so much for being a part of this channel. Then let me quickly tell you one thing, that this is not the first video we are recording on the Outlook series, guys. We have got almost 50 plus videos, I think 50 to 53 videos on the Outlook series only. Now if you are looking for more Outlook videos on all the different subjects, right, then what you need to do is you need to quickly go in the playlist where the name of the playlist is Excel VBA Connecting Outlook with Excel. Okay, when you click there, you'll find the videos coming in your way. Would be I think 50 to 53 videos. So just check out the titles of every video. So there are a lot of videos over there on the different subjects, and I'm sure it is going to help you out. And just in case if you do not find the video you want on the project you are working and related to that, you don't get the the title over there, you can always reach out to me. You can comment on the YouTube channel. Okay, so on the YouTube channel means on my channel, not anyone else's else's channel. Okay, so let's come back to the topic. So here very quickly we are going to make the subject. Okay, subject in the sense that the body of the email, but I think if you are going to do this kind of a task, then I think you would be interested in the date as well, because date is something very important, because in the inbox or in any folder you will have the different dates with the different the emails. So I think it's better we can have the date, and then maybe here you can write the from as well, and then you can write who is actually the sender name, sender email name, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and maybe here you can write the email body, the message. Okay, so that sort of thing you can write here. If you want to add more functionalities like email subject line, and if somebody is put in the CC or the PCC, you can do all that stuff. Okay, I had talked about all these things. The major focus of this video today is how to export the body content, which I was showing you. Okay, and because this is something I haven't done yet, and thanks to all of you keep on coming with your questions, and that's how the channel is growing. We have so many different varieties over here. All the MIS part fully automation things are covered in the channel, right? So, and by the way, we have 50 plus playlists, guys, on this channel. It is the one of the playlists I told you, Excel VBA connecting Outlook with Excel. It is just not a one playlist. Okay, we have got 50 playlists, such 50 playlists on the channel covering almost every topic, right? The one I was showing you in the beginning. Okay, so let's quickly go and run the code. So now what I'm gonna do over here is first of all, let's just let's say format this. Now guys, obviously we will go to the the VBA window. So in the VB window, the first thing which you need to do is you need to quickly go in the tools and the reference and make sure you have the Outlook library activated. Now this I explained in my so many videos that this is the first step you got to do. Microsoft Outlook 16.0 object library, please activate it. You can press M and you can find it out here. These are all the alphabetically sorted libraries. So you need to find the Microsoft Outlook. Okay, so somewhere here you will find it out and you need to check mark that. Once you check mark that and press OK, then what you need to do is make sure you come back and see that if it is activated or not, if it is check marked or not, right? So you should see that on the top. On the top means these are the by default libraries. This we cannot uncheck that. If you try to uncheck it, they say that can't remove because this is responsible for your VBA functioning. So obviously you need that. So by default they are always there, but this is the external library which we have got activated. Right now, what do you mean by this? So when you activate this, so guys, basically this is how you tell your VBA, Excel VBA actually, that we are gonna deal with the Outlook object, and you have to create the Outlook object for me, because then I will start talking to the Outlook. I will start going to use the Outlook classes. Okay, obviously you need to go in the Outlook, so you need this library. If you don't do that, you will not be able to make this code. Now for those who are the beginners and they do not know why the 16.0 is coming, so my friend, 16.0 is coming because I have installed the Outlook 16, okay, Office 16 actually. So if you are using different version, you'll find a different number, but that is not the problem at all. Okay, that is not the problem at all. Your whatever number you find there, just make sure you activate it. Okay, so once this is done, then we will click OK and we will start writing the code. So I'm gonna write here code, let's say Outlook export, or maybe import, I would say import email body. That's it. Okay, whatever name you want to give it. Now the first thing which you need to do, as I always do, I go ahead and create the Outlook application. So I declare my O as object. I'm gonna write here Outlook.application, set O equals to new Outlook.application. Again, if you are a beginner, you don't know what does this mean. So basically what happens when you run these two lines, your Outlook object gets created in the VBA memory. Okay, and I have talked about this in my many of the previous videos. So when you go there, you will find it out that how actually it creates, because right now if I run these two lines, look at this, right? So right now I have run this line. So what will happen if I go to my Control Alt Del, if I press Control Alt Del, and if I go to my task manager, guys, what you're gonna find is you're gonna find there the Outlook library running in the background. Okay, so you'll find there all the in the task manager, you see that this is the library which will be there. Now you may say that I have already activated the Outlook, right? So I have already activated the Outlook, so maybe that's why it is showing. But even if you close it, it's gonna show you there that the moment you run the code. For example, I just show you this again. Now you can see on my screen there is no Outlook application activated. I have just opened the Excel. Right now, if I just go and press this, I run this command, I'm not going to stop the code yet. Okay, it's taking little time. You see that previously it did not take that much of the time, but this time it is taking little time. And let's wait for that Outlook object. So finally the code is run, and I'll take you to my Alt Control Del, the task manager. I go to my task manager. I want to quickly show you that we have this Outlook application created here, even if you don't open it. Okay, so now here we have the Excel file. That's understood because I'm working on the Excel and the Google Chrome, all those the things are there. Some by default applications are also activated. So I quickly scroll it down, and I'm going to show you where we have that Microsoft Outlook. So there we go, you can see that this is activated, right? So but I haven't opened the Outlook. You can see on my screen there is no Outlook, right? So this is how the Outlook application gets created. Okay, now once the Outlook gets created, what is the next thing you want to do, guys? Now once you have the Outlook created, obviously you want to target the emails in the folder which is inbox. Okay, so there are two things. One is you got to tell the VBA, Excel VBA, that after you create the Outlook application, where you want to go. Obviously I want to go in the inbox folder. So how will you do that? So then for that we use the another variable, let's say ONS as outlook.namespace. Now guys, namespace is a class which is actually contains all the folders in the Outlook, whether you create the subfolder or the subfolder in the subfolder, you know, everything, all the by default folders of the Outlook, they are actually located in this namespace class. So that's how we write it. ONS equals to, these are the standard lines. You have to remember that. O dot get namespace. Get namespace means, so get that place, okay, for me, which is the MAPI. MAPI is a you have to write this MAPI as it is, because somebody wrote me, you know, I remember that, is this something, I mean, I can write anything? No, it is a proper you know, VBA syntax. So MAPI stands for your message application, the platform interface, I guess. So you can Google it, right? So basically when you create this, you know what happens, ONS class gets activated. So now when I use the get default folder, I can get the access to this method. Now how I'm gonna get this get default folder if I don't create ONS, because I use this ONS dot, you know. So that is why guys, this namespace is very important. So now you go and declare your folder. So I say that my folder is outlook dot folder. Okay, that's how we declare it. And now we're gonna say that what is my folder. So my folder is going to come from ONS dot get default folder. So what is my folder? You get to see here all the folders of the Outlook. Okay, calendar, conflict, contacts, deleted item, you know that these are all the folders. So right now we are targeting on the inbox, so just keep it like this. Now just in case if you have another folder in the inbox created, what you can do is, let me just show you over here, or maybe in the next time, let us first create the you know, this code. So once you have created the folder guys, now what do you want to do? Now you see, if I just open the Outlook here to show you. Now when you go to the inbox, you know, there are so many emails over there, right? So you have to go to every email one by one, because you want to go and check out the, you know, the body message over there. So you need to go first here, and then second here, and then third, and then fourth, you know, so on, as long as this is not going to stop, as long as the code is not going to go on the last email. So how you can do that? So for that we have a collection loop which is called for each mail in my, you know, the mail items. This is how we write next mail, for example. This is how we write. Now what this loop is all about, for each actually is a collection loop. These are the inbuilt loops guys. Sometimes what happens, we want to work with the you know, different the categories of the objects, different I would say that, for example, you talk about the in this particular case emails. Now you know that every email is every email is different, right? But the thing is, after all, they are all parts of emails. Okay, so I can say right now I have 4 emails, and we can say that these all 4 emails, obviously they belong to the emails category. Okay, they're located in the folder which is the inbox. So I want to go to every email one by one. Now suppose you are working in Excel and you want to go to all the sheets one by one. You have created 10 sheets in the Excel. So we have another loop for each worksheet in worksheets. Okay, so worksheet is a singular word and worksheets is a plural word. Similarly, you have another collection loop, for example, for each pivot in pivots. If you are familiar with the Excel, you know we create so many pivots. Now suppose if you have 10 pivots and you want to go to every pivot one by one, and maybe you want to delete them, maybe you want to rename them, maybe you want to design them you know, differently, you want to give the different design, whatever, right? You can use the for each pivot in pivots. So for each is actually a collection loop. It allows you to go to, you know, the object one by one from you know, which belongs which belongs from the same family. Like in this case, we are going to access the emails, and they all are part of my, actually the, you know, the folder emails, right? Because they are all associated in the folder. So let's go ahead and quickly run this loop. So how we're gonna do it? So first of all, this email, this is, I just written there to explain you, but this is how we're gonna define email. So I write here o mail as outlook dot mail item. This is the class we're gonna use, and then you write here set o mail equals to, it is a part of my Outlook application which is o create item. So this is how we write ol mail item. So what happens now when you have defined these two lines, so o mail is going to be considered as your email. So here you'll write for each my email in. I told you that email is a part of folder. So what is your folder, guys? So your folder is my FOL, because this is what you have declared, right? So here we have the email items, and that's how we write it, right? Now we just go and export all the content over here in the Excel. So we have this Excel and I have this sheet 1. Okay, so when I create the macro over here, I make sure that I go here and insert the shape here, and I can create the macro from here. Okay, so that way I will always be on the sheet 1. So you can directly, without writing the sheet 1 name, you can directly write that the cells, for example the row number 2. So I'm going to write here cells, R stand for my row, so I declare R in the capital, and then the column number 1. So the value should come from the email, which is omail dot received, received by name, receive time, whatever you want to do. You can check all these different properties. So but I just need this receive time. So on the row number 2, this is what we're going to do. And then similarly on the row number, same row number but with the column number called 2, I'm going to show the, let's say, the sender email, who actually forwarded that. So you can write here sender email address as well. And similarly then you go and copy the code over here, and you go to the third the column, and there the most important part is coming, that what is the body of the email. So I'm going to write here the body. Okay, so you write here the body. Okay, this is how we can write this. Now obviously we have to declare R as long, and I just make that R as 2, and because we want to start with the second row, and the next time when we have some more rows coming, your R should be incremented by 1, so that we should be on the third row and then fourth row and then the fifth row and so on. Okay, now this is my email, and I just go and right click over here, and I just say the assign macro, and I just click over here. Now the moment I'm gonna run this, let's see what's gonna happen. So there we go, variable not defined. Very nice. I got the error, guys. Next mail. So next mail is not a word, right? It actually is omail, because this is what you have declared. Okay, so I just go and click F5, and there we go. So you can see here I've got my all the entire stuff over here, and this icon also actually, because of this the macro ran. So because you have the body content, and that needs the space, so that's why it is, it shows you like that. But you can obviously reset it. I mean, you can quickly go and wrap text it or whatever you want to do it. So I quickly go and wrap text it, and I go in this cell again, I press wrap text. So you can record the macro again over here, just in case if you want to do. So basically we have got all the data. I just use the wrap text to show you everything in one single column. And make sure when you create the button should not be affected by it. So you can put it on the top over here, like in the mid of this, because the row number 1 is not going to be touched at all. So this is how we have the data coming over here. So now you can see here I have got all the dates. Dates are very important. So all the dates, all these emails came today, because I created all these emails to demonstrate this. Okay, and this is my email ID, right? Obviously, because I don't use this for my official the purposes, so that's why I cannot show you anyone else name over here. But this is how, guys, this is the entire syntax you can see here, right? So you can see here this is all about the body content. Right now I know so I mean, obviously you can reset it, you can design the way you want. I mean, if you just wrap text it, this is how it is going to show up. But then you can record the macro, and you can see that how it fits you. If you want to show the content in this way, you can show it. I mean, just reduce the height of this content like this, that I simply leave it to you, how you actually want all the things to show up. But for me this is okay. Let me undo it. Right, so this is how the content is coming there. And if you want to remove the signatures, guys, you can see that on every the subject I have got the Ajay, warm regards Ajay Parmar, which is my name. So you can quickly go and you can replace everything from here. So you can see that and don't do this manually. You can record the macro, because signatures are always static. Okay, so just write here that you want to replace this warm regard with the space. Okay, so replace with what? Replace all. You see that? So that's how basically, guys, everything is going to be the removed. Let me just undo it. Let me just say that Control H and then the warm regard. So now this may look that everything is replaced, but if you just go over here and stretch it out, you'll find the entire content over here, right? So similarly you can record the macro, replace the name with space, replace this and all that stuff, right? So that I leave it to you. But guys, this is how you can export the entire body content in the different cells. This is the code for you. I hope you understood everything about this program, right? So we just created the email, we just created the folder, and yes, if you want to work with a, let's say a folder which is inside the inbox folder, for example I have created one dummy folder, then what you can do is, because you created the folder inside the inbox, so what you will do, this line, this particular line, this here you just simply write folders, and then you write the folder in the double quotes. So you're gonna write here the folder name. That's it. Now when you run this line, what will happen, for each of my email in my folder, which is now dummy, okay, so your dummy folder will be targeted. If you have created the folder inside the dummy, for example, some people also do that they create the subfolders in the subfolder. So let's say I create some folder inside the dummy, for example DD, okay, then further to that you can go and again write here folders, and then you just go and write here DD. This is how you can make the folders defined here. Very simple. Okay, right now I just leave it to you like this. I will not run the code over here, but that's how you can do it. If you stick to the only the main folder, don't write this, as I said before. Okay, and if it is a part of, let's say if you have created this folder, maybe I don't know, maybe in the let's say you have created the folder inside the draft, then guys, this OL folder inbox, this should be changed, because if you remember, when I started this code, when I started open parenthesis, you see so many different folders, the by default folders of the Outlook here. So just select that draft and then go in the draft and the dummy. This means you're targeting the dummy folder created inside the draft. Let me quickly undo this. So this is how the code actually is. Okay, so that's how it is. And so just try this code. I'm sure you'll get the luck. In case if you find any problem, let me know about it. And thank you so much, my dear subscriber, for asking me this question. I'll see you in my next video, guys, and stay happy and have a fantastic learning on this channel. Bye bye.